Welcome to our presentation that you are watching online. My name's Angela Carver, and I'll just briefly tell you my background prior to coming on board with this company. My background was hair and beauty. I loved what I was doing for best part of the time, but 13 years ago when I looked at this opportunity, my life felt like it was passing me by. I'd hit 40, I'd got 2 teenage children, a husband that worked away an awful lot, and I just felt like I'd got no time. And that's probably like a lot of people. So I looked around for an opportunity that could give me that time back into my life. I looked around and stumbled across this company. I was very skeptical, I have to say, in the beginning. Did I think it would work? I wasn't sure. But if I wasn't going to try, I'd never know. So I jumped in with both feet, and within around 9 months realised what I'd got my hands on. So sort of fast forwarding 13 years now, my life's changed completely. I work a few hours a week. I work when I want to, but when I do, I work on purpose. But I have that time back in my life. We've also been able to provide the money for my daughter to go off to dancing school in London, which cost around 60 grand over 3 years. And we also put our son through university. So I'm very fortunate to have been able to do all of this with the company. So let me tell you a little about our company. So we all have lots of challenges, don't we? We're working longer hours, longer commutes. The big one, I think, is the lack of job security. So many people are worried about their jobs. They're in a job. It could be a very secure job in the beginning, and then all of a sudden they're made redundant. So that lack of job security is huge, I think, at the moment. The other one is the pension options. For young people, they don't even consider that because they're trying to work with the money that they've got coming in to buy houses, etc. But the pension option is definitely fantastic with this company. So we all have lots of needs, don't we? So like me, I was looking for more time. Lots of people look for extra cash within the household. Working from home is what a lot of people want, recognition and a better lifestyle. But really all of that equates to peace of mind. So let me tell you a bit more about the company. So you can see the guy on the screen there, that's Rex Maughan. He was the founder of the company. He's now passed that on to his son. His son's the president of the company now. But he wanted to have a family-run business with family values, and he's kept that going now for 37 years. So, you know, very consistent. But he also wanted to be a brand leader. So we are in 150 countries around the world, so you can trade not only in the UK, but in lots of different countries. 2.6 billion turnover and over 1.5 billion assets. Same management team that started it all those years ago are still with the company. And we're cash rich and debt free. What that means is that we've never borrowed a penny from the banks whatsoever. It means that we are very, very stable. So this is a company that have, every time they've got profits, every single year, they've ploughed them back into the company, and that's how they've grown year on year. And this is our growth history. This is consistent growth that we've had year on year with the company. So a bit closer to home, that lovely picture you can see there, that's Longbridge Manor in Warwick. It's a listed building, and that's our headquarters for the UK. And in all those countries around the world, that's what we do. We buy a building outright and run it from there. Now, we've turned over 75 million turnover in the UK, and we have investors in people at the gold standard. So we're backed by the government in lots of ways. Also belonging to something called the Direct Selling Association, which again keeps everything ethical within our company and how we work. So now I'm going to lead on to our products and talk a little about our products that underpin the company. So we're the world's leader in aloe, the world's #1 grower and producer of aloe vera. We don't use any pesticides or artificial fertilizers or anything like that on our field, so all organically grown. The bit that's different about our company is we only use the middle part of the leaf, the gel bit. We don't use the outer casing, that's hand filleted, and we stabilise the middle with cold fruits to keep it alive, and that is a patented process. So no other company out there can copy what we do. So a superior quality product. So these raft of people you can see on the screen there are our advisory board. These are the ones that train us in our products. They answer any questions we have because we're not experts when we come into this business, and we learn about our industry as well as our products. So Dr. Peter Atherton is a European leader in authority in aloe. Dawn Parker is a nutritionist. David Urch is our resident vet, and we don't test our products on animals, but we can use them on animals. And Louise Riley is our skincare, cosmetics and sports advisor. So anything to do with that, we go to these people. So we have an unconditional 60-day money back. Animal friendly, like I said before, not tested on animals. But those raft of approvals you can see on the screen there, we have to apply for those year in, year out. And that's what we get consistently. So our product ranges are health and wellness, fitness and weight management, which is one of the fastest growing at the moment, beauty and cosmetics, animal at home, and lots of product packs like our C9. So who buys our products? Well, absolutely everyone is a potential customer. You know, we just talk to people that we know, neighbours, friends, family, people around us, and everyone's a potential customer. So I just want to now talk about 3 of the products that you can see on the screen. So one of them is the drinking gels. So the drinking gels will help with all sorts of different kind of digestive problems, helps to calm things down, so anti-inflammatory, so it helps in lots of different ways. We have a deodorant that's very safe, doesn't contain any aluminium salts, and we've also got creams that are very good for lots of skin problems that people have, very dry skin complaints, so we have creams for that too. So now I'm going to hand over to my husband Andrew to talk to you about the income opportunities.
Thank you, Angela. My name is Andy Carver and my background was in the catering industry. I was a qualified chef, so I spent 12 years in the kitchens, then soon realised that I wanted to not stay in the kitchen, so I went and got involved in the sales of chilled food to hotels and restaurants. Absolutely loved it in the beginning because I worked Monday to Friday, no split shifts. I got a nice new company car and I could relate to the chefs because I used to be one, obviously, when I was one in the kitchens. And because I could relate to the chefs and because I knew what I was talking about, I was very, very successful. And for many years, I absolutely loved what I did. But it come to the stage in 2012 when I realised I was pushed harder and harder to bring more and more business in. And I was getting to the stage where I was working a 70-hour week. I live in Nottingham, so most of my customers were in London or Oxford. So I was doing over 1,000 miles a week in my company car. I could put up with that because that's what I'd done the year in, year out, 20 odd years. But what was getting to me were the stress levels I was working under. These were starting to take a toll on my health, something that I wasn't prepared to put up with. And I thought, well, what can I do? And I know Angela's was running her own forever business for the last 13 years. So I just sort of had a look at her business. I thought, you know what, I can do that. I've got the ability to do that. So in January 2013, I made a conscious decision. I was going to walk away from that corporate job. And that's what I did in July 2013. And this is all I've done ever since. What's life like now? I probably work a 20 to 25 hour a week. I probably do about 100 miles a week if I want to, because a lot of these business I can do online. And I absolutely love it. As Angela said, when we want to work, we do work, but we have time for each other, we have time for the kids, and all that stress has gone out of my life. So it's absolutely fantastic. So now it gives me great opportunity to tell you all about our incomes and the incomes available. But before I do that, please read that screen. That tells you that our business is built on ethical practices. I'm going to show you some incomes that are available, but the incomes are not guaranteed. They are realistic, but it can only be achieved with hard work and dedication. So our product marketplace potential. Our vitamins and supplement marketplace within the UK is worth about 660 million. Beauty products, 8.4 billion. And the sports and nutrition marketplace is worth 90 million. Remember, Angela was saying that Forever turned over 75 million in the UK last year. So we're not even scratching the surface of what's available at the moment. And all these marketplaces are growing. So what do? We supply some customers. Now, these customers could be anybody. They could be people at work. If you go to the gym, they could be people at the gym. If you're a mum, people at the school gates. Absolutely anybody you care about, you would talk to about these products. So it starts with you. You would personally use these products, because if you don't use the products, how can you recommend them? So we show you how to use and what these products do. So you get a benefit from them. You will automatically want to start telling people how good these products are. So you're going to start the first income opportunities to retail the products to a few customers. And with our help and support, we will show you how to get between 20 to 30 customers. That could realise you between £200 to £400 per month, month in, month out, around a 2 to 3 hour a week working time. That's the opportunity you've got at retail. So once again, it's you're using the products, you've got some customers, and over time those 20, 30 customers do come through. And the next thing you're going to do is to team build. So who do you know, like you, want to earn an extra income? Maybe wants to work from home, get a new car. So we're going to show you how to talk to those people about the business opportunity. And it starts with you. So we say, do you know 2 people like you, as I've just explained, maybe want something extra out of life? And you will say, yeah, of course, everybody knows 2 people. So we talk to those 2 people, get them started in the business, and then we show them how to get their 20 to 30 customers. So not including you, you brought 2 people in and we've got 40 customers. You're just still looking after your own 20 customers. We say the same thing to those 2 people. Do you know 2 people like yourself? Yes, they will. So there's another 4 people in your business. You've now got 6 people in your team and about 120 customers plus your 20. Those 4 know 2, you've got 8 new people. And those 8 know 2, you've got 16 new people. Now, if you add that 16, 8, 4 and 2 up, you're now talking of a team of 30 people, all looking after their 20 customers, so that's 600 customers. You're only personally looking after your 20 customers. So now you've got what we call a manager type of business with those 30 team members. And you're earning between £800 to £2,000 per month. This is in the nooks and crannies of your week, and it's about a 7 to 10 hour a week business. But can you think bigger? Can you think, instead of knowing 2, do you know an extra 3 people? So that's 5 people. But look how the numbers escalate. So if you know 5 people, they're looking after their 20 customers. All of a sudden, you've now got 100 customers. And those 5 know 5, know 5, know 5 again. You're talking of a team of approximately 780 team members, all looking after their own 20 customers. So that's 15,600 customers. And you will get a bonus on your total team's turnover from Forever. The next style is our royalty style income. So you're now a manager, and you will have people in your business that want what you want. What you've got. They want that £800 to £2,000 per month. So they will become managers in their own right. This is where we call it our royalty style income. And you can build managers here in the UK, or you could build managers anywhere out throughout the world. So it opens up a world of possibilities and incentives. So what's your income earning potential? As a manager, an average manager earns about £20,000 a year, based around 7 to 10 hours per week. The next level is senior manager, so that's you, and underneath you you'll have two managers that have come through into your business. That's called our senior manager. That's 35,000 per annum. A soaring manager is 5 personally sponsored managers. That's £60,000 per annum. Sapphire manager is 9 personally sponsored managers, 120,000. Diamond Sapphire is 17, and Diamond manager is 25 personally sponsored managers. That's £350,000 per annum on average. So once you get to manager, you can also go for what we call our earned incentive plan. Most people in the UK call it the car plan because they forever pay each month for 36 consecutive months a certain amount into your bank account, and it fits handsomely with buying a car. We achieved this a couple of years ago. We went out and bought an Audi A4 for myself, and that's been paid for by Forever, but they just put the money into our bank account. The next incentive is global travel incentives. So every year, Forever put 2 destinations available to work with once you're a manager as an incentive. So in 2015, it was Singapore in April, and it's Cancun in September. In 2016, it will be South Africa in April, and it will be Greece in September 2016. You also get spending money between $500 and $3,000 to spend while you're at these destinations, and you get nothing but the best luxury hotels. One other incentive that Rex Morn puts on is, he calls it the chairman's bonus. He puts a certain percentage of his profits back to those top distributors each year that qualify for this incentive. These are not the top distributors that just been in the business the longest. These are the ones that work hard year in, year out to qualify. And in 2014, over $22 million was paid out globally. And the checks range from $3,500 to just over $1 million. This is like a 13th bonus check. So how do you build your team? Everybody you know could be a potential team member. You would just talk to anybody that you want to, that you feel would benefit from your business opportunity. So it starts with you. So we get you started, we get you registered into the business. And then we say to you, so who do you know? Who's a potential team member that you would like to share this opportunity with that we can talk to? So the next thing is we're going to contact them and show them how the business works. And if they then think, yeah, I'd like to know a lot more information, we then take them to a business presentation. This is what you're watching online or watching recorded at the moment, but you can do this on a one-to-one basis. You can do this online, or you can also go to various business presentations around the UK. And the next 2 slides, this is what some of the successful people in our business say about our business. So now I'm going to hand you back to Angela, who's going to close this presentation.
So the benefits of our business, it's a proven business model. As Andrew just said, you just go around that cycle as fast as you want or as slow as you want. It's completely up to you. It is an uncapped income potential. You know, each year we decide what we want to earn out of the company, and that's what we go to work for. It's a willable income, so you can will this onto your family when you're no longer around. It's complete flexibility, so you can flex this around a job initially like I did, and then when the income is the right for you, you can make choices whether that's just extra for you or whether you want to jump full time into the business. Training and support is absolutely fantastic. As a group, we do lots of webinars, so most of the learning is done from armchair learning, we call it, from home. Recognition and appreciation is second to none. You are looked after every step of the way and recognised. So will it work for you? It will if you take it seriously and put the time and effort. No, every venture that you go into requires the same. When I started 13 years ago, I decided to put 12 months in. I said I won't look right or left. I'll keep blinkered and move forward and see what the business gives me. Within 9 months, I realised what I got my hands on, and I'm sure you'll feel the same. You need to be self-motivated and willing to work closely with others to learn. This is a new business, so you'll need to learn some new skills. Embrace change and tell everyone what you're doing. You know, this is a people's business. This is about talking to people about the business and the products. And also think big and dream big and set goals. You know, most people dream just within the confines of their salary that's coming into the household, and never dream outside of that. This actually takes the lid off that and starts you dreaming again, so that you can set goals for whatever you want out of life. So at this stage, you're probably thinking, I'm in one of three places. It could be that you're glad you've had a look at this information, but it's not for you. And no company, no opportunity is for everyone. But what we would say to you is, please go back to the person that's sent you this presentation, because the product side of the company is amazing, and look at the products. Or it could well be that you've got some questions. Once again, go back to the person that sent you this online and ask those questions. Get your questions answered. Or it could be like me. I was very skeptical, a little nervous. Will it work for me? But I had no idea unless I took those steps. So the next step is to get registered. Order your distributor pack of $199.75. And the most important thing, I think, is the planning meeting. Book your planning meeting with the person that's introduced you, whether that's over Skype or face-to-face. And that's where you will tell us what you want out of it, what sort of income, and when you'd like it. So we thank you all for watching this presentation online. Again, it's about changing your thinking, changing the actions, and it actually changes your life. Thank you all for watching. Good night.